welcome back to another video. So you guys are asking for a Fuelx review. So let's jump onto the bike and get riding, and let me share my experience with you guys.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So the review for the Fuelx would be better off with me riding the bike rather than just talking behind the camera without riding, right? So it's been about, say, close to 11,000 kilometers I've been using the Fuelx Pro variant on my bike, on the ADV 390. And the bike is just closing to 30,000 kilometers. So you could say 50-50 I've ridden with, on a stock bike, and 50% or maybe 40% with the Fuelx Pro. And one of the main reason why I was looking for a product like this, I've always known Race Dynamics for their good quality stuff, which I've used earlier on my Duke 390, but I didn't want to get the Powertronics piggy box, because that was something that would really not help me. That is for someone who's doing a lot of racing, rally and all of that, where you want to put in your custom maps. I just wanted something or someone or some brand to just remap the ECU and get the flat spots right on this bike. So what usually happens on the ADV 390, because it uses the same gear ratios of the Duke 390, it really doesn't go well when you're in the lower gears. There is a lot of hiccups and there's a lot of flat spots, which can really be annoying, when you're in traffic, or say when you're even riding the trails, which is where this bike should be. Now, after getting the Fuelx Pro, there are a few things that I've noticed by myself, which is so evident from the minute you plug in the device and hit the gear and you go. It's really evident that the fueling is quite precise, and you get to choose the maps that you want to. So you have map 1 to map 10, map 3 being the stock map. So the reason why I also picked up the Pro variant is because I have an aftermarket air filter, which is the BMC stock replacement filter, and also the Red Rooster exhaust. Well, right now I don't have the exhaust on the bike. I've put it back to stock because I've got a ride towards Kerala coming up really soon. Kerala and loud exhausts, not happening, huh? Alright, now getting back to the actual product, what are the main advantages over it? Well, what I can tell you is easily the bike feels a lot more smoother. The power is really linear, and it doesn't have that the older Duke 390's rush. And say if you're riding in a lower gear, for example, right now I'm at pretty much at 3000 RPM in the 5th gear, which you normally cannot do on a stock ADV. That's just impossible. You'll have to be in the 3rd or the 4th gear, and even then you have to open it up a little bit. It still does the job very nice and clean. I'm talking about low speed high gear. That is something the ADV 390 was just not happy about. It used to lug a lot, and you will have to shift down. Now say even if you're going over a speed brake on the stock one, you'll have to shift down to a 2nd or a 1st. This one can easily pull it off in 3rd, 4th. And for example, if you look at this here, pretty much doing 5th gear and at 3600 RPM. That is something the stock bike would never ever do. And I'm dropping the speed even more down. So right now it's at 2500 RPM, 40 5th gear, and even if I have to overtake, I'm doing a climb right here. You just gradually open the throttle. There you go. No clutch, absolutely nothing. It just picks up speed. Very neat and clean, and the fueling is spot on. So what map am I running on? Well, with the current setup, I just have the BMC air filter in. So obviously it's taking in a little bit of extra air compared to the stock filter. So I'm running it on map 6. Map 5 and 6 seems to be absolutely fine. Map 7, 8, 9 and 10 I would recommend for someone who's got free flow exhaust, or you've done some head engine work for more performance and stuff. But yeah, if you're running a stock ADV 390 with just a aftermarket filter, map 5 or 6 will do absolutely great. Alright, now talking about the mileage. A lot of you guys have asked me about the bike is running a lot more nicer and powerful and stuff. Well, let me put it across in an easier way. The bike is not powerful when you put in the Fuelx. It just makes everything linear, like I just said, neat and clean. So in terms of mileage, the mileage is absolutely great. I would say it's as good as stock, or maybe slightly better by about a kilometer or two. I'm just going by the reading that the Speedo gives. So on a full tank, say I'm just doing highway rides, I get about 320 to 340 kilometers on a full tank. That's about 14.5 liters of fuel. The same thing, say on a full tank, if I'm riding around in the city, I get a mileage of between 25 to 26, maybe 27 sometimes. And that sets me back to about 290 to 300 kilometers on a full tank of fuel in the city. So in terms of mileage, absolutely great. There's not a huge difference. It works absolutely fine. Now coming to the installation, again it's super easy. They give you the manual as well, and you also have a couple of very informative videos on the Race Dynamics website. All you have to do is connect it to the O2 sensor and bypass it with the lambda sensor, and that's pretty much it. Basically what you're doing is you're fooling the ECU and sending it a little more extra fuel. So if you're someone who's not very keen on doing the installation yourself, a lot of most of the mechanics in town should be able to do it for you, or reach out to Race Dynamics. They will be more than happy to help you out with the installation. Now I can tell you easily that this device is not 100%. It's not fixing the issues 100% on the ADV 390, but at least to 70-80%, the Fuelx Pro variant works absolutely fine. And talking about the, I think they have a normal mid variant, which is the base variant, which comes with 2 maps auto tune. I really cannot comment on that because that is something I have not used. You might want to look at another video for that, because I've been using the Pro variant and it seems to be working great. Alright, so the 3 best things about this product I would like to say: 1, the power delivery is super linear and nice and smooth. The bike feels really nice and silent. 2nd, the quick shifter is just fantastic now with this, because obviously the fueling is just perfect and the quick shifter works absolutely great, which the stock bike doesn't do it that well. And yeah, last but not the least, KTMs are hot. So yeah, the bike, compared to the Dukes, the stock ADV does heat up a little bit, but not way too much. But with this device, again, since the fueling is right, the heating as well has come down quite a bit.
Alright, so there what you saw, the complete review of the Fuelx Pro that I've been using on my ADV 390. The device has been absolutely fantastic. So to order yours, contact the number down below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, you guys ride hard, ride safe. Ciao.